again. Hello. Hi, welcome back to CoffeeNate.com. This is episode number 13. And something I've been struggling with lately is being myself on video. And it's kind of ridiculous and stupid because all the time I'm joking around and I'm going around and being a clown, and whenever I get in front of the camera I seem to act like a dork. I'm really monotone and I talk like this all the time. And I don't understand it because that is not how I am at all. I'm very outgoing and act like a moron basically. So I'm going to try to be myself, as everybody that I know that watches these videos tells me. Just be yourself. And you know, it's kind of ridiculous because I'm talking to a little black square with one eye. So I like interaction. So if you can help me out and interact with me with the comments, maybe a video comment, leave a video comment, leave a comment at the bottom of this post, that would help me out tremendously. So anyway, this week I am drinking Kuhlman's coffee at wakeupjava.com. The variety of coffee I'm drinking today is, imagine that, Ethiopian. And it's the organic, natural Sidamo Guiji. I'm probably murdering that pronunciation, but that's what it looks like to me. Anyway, what I do like about it is that it has a roasted on date written on it. I hope that's not an expiration. No, it's roasted on date. Places that roast their own don't mind putting a roasted on date because they roast to order and it's fresh. And it's great because the beans aren't even good to drink until they get to your house. So that's awesome. Anyway, this is the Ethiopian Organic Natural Sidamo Guiji. The packaging is fairly simple. Again, it's just a paper bag lined with plastic, but it doesn't really matter. And you can also follow them on Twitter as well. And I'll have links to their site. But I got two varieties from them. One was the Sumatran, and it says fair trade organic. It's not stamped with the certified seal, so I'm not sure if it's certified or not. But I will ask them and find out. I wasn't too impressed with the Sumatra. It's a good basic coffee, but there was nothing unique that I found about the taste. Typically I like a Sumatra that's roasted darker. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that's what I found. But the Ethiopian, I can tell you what about this coffee is that it is very unique. Blueberry scent, it's bursting. A lot of times you'll find that scents are underlying tones. You smell the beans and it smells like coffee to you. This, if you think of blueberries while you're smelling it, that's what it smells like. It smells like you're in a blueberry patch with a little bit of coffee undertone. And a little bit of floral smell too. It's like a huge blueberry flower with a coffee bean on it. Okay. It also, that's the overwhelming flavor of it as well, is the blueberry just comes through. You think of a deep purple blueberry that you're just popping in your mouth, and that's how the flavor is. It's very unique, and you know, I'm not a coffee expert, but I love coffee and I love finding out new things and learning new stuff, so that's what we're doing. We're learning about things together. And the different regions, it's interesting to see how and to taste how different they are. With the smells, the different regions have different tastes, different smells, the beans look different. It's really interesting that somebody had the idea of, you know, let's take this plant and let's dry the seeds out and then heat them up to 500 degrees, crush them suckers up, throw some hot water on them and drink it. You know, what did they do? Did they do that with every plant in the world? Well, let's take an acorn. I wonder if anybody's tried roasting some acorns and drinking that. Maybe I'll do that for my next show. No, I'll let somebody else discover that one. But anyway, I really recommend the Kuhlman's coffee, the Ethiopian, the organic Ethiopian natural Guiji. Alright, An exciting new segment to CoffeeNate.com is the recommended coffee blog and website portion of the show. And this week I'm going to recommend that you visit dailyshotofcoffee.com. And Mike over there at Daily Shot of Coffee, he features new posts just about daily, I think, and he tries out all kinds of different stuff and tells you what he thinks of it and talks about a variety of coffee topics. And he always interacts with you. If you leave a comment, he will address it and give you an answer or just thank you for your comment and whatnot. So visit that one. And also coffeecast.fm. Friends of mine, Scott Jangro and Todd Crawford, have a coffee podcast that comes out every so often, and you can download it through iTunes or you can just listen to it direct on the site. And they talk about some cool different stuff there. And one of the things I liked is that Todd Crawford was talking about to drink a bad cup of coffee on purpose, just to help your appreciation for good coffee. And you know what, I try that every once in a while. I like to order coffee in a crappy restaurant, you know, and I get this stuff and it just tastes nasty, like it's going through your, like somebody made it through dirty underwear or something, you know. It's just, ugh, horrible. Then you go home and make your own coffee and it's like, oh, thank you. So, you know what, I can really appreciate that that recommendation. So, two sites, dailyshotofcoffee.com and coffeecast.fm. Both of them are on Twitter as well. Shot of Coffee and CoffeeCast. Alright. So moving on to a couple comments. If you become a fan of CoffeeNate.com on Facebook, you will get entered in for the drawing for free coffee. If you leave a comment on any of the posts on CoffeeNate.com, you'll be entered into the drawing for free coffee. If you sign up for the newsletter updates, they are infrequent updates. You are not going to get spammed, and I do not relay your information to anybody else. You will get entered in for free coffee. If you tweet about with a link to the CoffeeNate.com site, or if you tweet with the link to the CoffeeNate.com fan page on Facebook, you will get entered for the free coffee. If you send in a question, if you email me a question, if you leave a comment with a question in it, apparently that will be 2 entries for free coffee. So I'm giving away coffee every month, and it's not a little can of Folgers Gag Me coffee. It's excellent. It'll be a pound, at least 12 ounces. 12 ounces to a pound of excellent fair trade organic coffee that is awesome quality. Not just the leftovers that I don't like. Another thing is, if you are a coffee company and you're watching this, feel free to send me your product to review. I'm not going to seek you out because I've gotten a couple of brands that I thought were not very good at all. And I want to be very upfront that if I review your product and it's not good, I will give you a bad review. So if your product isn't good, or if you're afraid of me giving you a bad review, don't send it. Okay? That's just something that I want to relay information, but I'm not going to feel bound to give you a good review just because you send me free product, okay? So bear that in mind when you do. Feel free. I certainly welcome it, and I love trying different stuff. And if your product is good, no worries. But I will warn you, if your product is subpar, I will tell everybody, okay? Alright, thanks again. Be sure to fan me up on Facebook, Twitter at CoffeeNate, and fan page, Facebook fan page, and leave comments. Alright, thanks, take care, see you next week, CoffeeNate.com, where there's always something brewing.